by Rick Fox. There's Rice, street clothes on the bench. We don't know if he'll be able to play on Monday if there is a Game 5 in this series in Los Angeles. The problem is the elbow, which kept him out of the first half of the season when he was still with Charlotte. They list him as day-to-day.
Now, they're going to lose his shooting. Rick Fox much streakier, so I talked to Scottie Pippen. He said he's not going to change his defense right now. He will wait to see what happens during the game.
Here's Barkley, who had a fantastic Game 3, and immediately he's bumped and fouled as we check in with Ahmad.
All right, thanks, Bob. I was talking to Gary Beater, the Lakers trainer. He told me that Glenn Rice was fine yesterday, but about 1 o'clock this morning, he felt the stiffness in his right elbow. He came in just before the game. They came up right away, started putting treatment on it. He went out before the game and tried to warm up and could not shoot. So Gary said what it is, it's day-to-day. And they're sort of, he wants to play. He's a warrior and wants to play, but they're protecting him from himself. Keep him out today and see what happens tomorrow. Bob?
Ahmad, thanks. It's 2-0 Rockets after the Pippen basket. Bryant can't tie it at the other end. Fisher takes it back. Tried to hit Shaq. Bryant comes up with it. Rick Fox. His first shot rolls off. And Barkley, who's been a monster on the boards, clears that one. Here's Dickerson.
That's a big basket right there for Michael Dickerson. He and Cuttino Mobley have really been struggling. He gets out of the gate here, and Rudy T started them today. He did not go to his bench. Sam Mack and Brent Price, those guys have played well. He's given these guys another chance. I think that's a smart move.
And in fact, Mack and Price started the second half of their Game 3 win. The finger roll goes down for Shaq.
See, Bob, if you're Rudy T, you say, you know what, if I don't start those young guys, I might lose them for the rest of the series. The game will not be won or lost in the first 5 minutes. Let me give him a look.
Olajuwon throttled by Shaq. Overshoots that one. And Bryant takes it. Hakeem had 22 in Game 1, but only 8 in the second game, and only 5, despite the fact that they won in Game 3. He's gotten into a lot of foul trouble trying to contend with Shaq. He played only 28 minutes on Thursday. Pippen, short with the 3. Whistle away from the ball. The officials are Jess Kersey, Ken Maurer, and Bernie Fryer.
Bob, you see during the winning streak what the Lakers were averaging. You see in Game 3 only 88 points. They gave up 102, but the assist, that's really has been the key. When they move the basketball, get player movement, they have been really really unbeatable. And that was not the case in Game 3.
Shaq was fouled. He's coming to the line. He led the league in free throw attempts per game during the regular season, just over 10. But in this series, part of the Rockets' strategy has been to put him on the line, especially when he gets the ball in the paint. And he's averaging 13 free throws a game in this series. In fact, he's taken almost as many foul shots as the rest of his teammates combined. He's made just 17 of 39. That's 43%. That one rattles down. The rest of his team has shot 85% on 35 of 41. So with this next free throw, he will have taken as many foul shots in this series as all of his teammates combined. And he starts by making them both.
Well, see, it's so important for Hakeem to stay out of foul trouble. They need him on the floor, and he's got to look for that little medium-range jump shot that was so good for him in Game 1. He's gone away from that, and the foul trouble has made him non-existent on offense.
Barkley right to work on Reed. Reed and Horry cannot contend with Barkley, and you see how they miss Eldon Campbell, or possibly Dennis Rodman, had he been a citizen of this planet. Fox.
Fox is a very streaky shooter. He's capable of throwing up a big night, but he doesn't have the range of a Rice. Scottie will have to just be aware of him, maybe take a few chances along as this game goes along.
Olajuwon over Shaq, who gave him some room. Pippen flies in for the rebound. And let's see what the call's going to be. The Rockets are going to keep it. Pippen wanted a foul. It's just Rocket ball out of bounds.
See, that's a real key for the Rockets. They got 19 offensive rebounds in Game 3 for 20 points. Scottie and Barkley had 13.
Another miss by Olajuwon. Tied at 6. Shaq over Hakeem. He's got 6 quick points. Hakeem has already picked up 1 foul and has to be careful.
Well, the Rockets' game plan is to double team him when Olajuwon's in there to protect him against fouls, and then play him straight up when the bench comes in.
And Olajuwon banks it home. That's his first basket. He had missed his first 3 attempts from the field. Derek Fisher misses long. Their strategy throughout has been to leave him relatively unguarded and dare him to beat them. In the first 2 games, he came through, scoring 20 and then 16. He had just 7 in the Game 3 loss. Pippen. There was contact, and he's fouled.
When Shaq gets the ball this deep, Hakeem cannot foul him, and this is what's gotten him in foul trouble. Touch fouls around the basket. This time he lets him go, which is smart. He's got to stay on the floor, and then he comes right back on the other end and wheels in the lane and kisses it off the glass. They need that from Olajuwon. Bob, they cannot get 67 points today, again, from Pippen and Barkley. They're going to need help.
Let's check with Ahmad.
All right, Bob, you know, I was talking to Shaquille O'Neal before the game, and he says that Hakeem Olajuwon is still, in his mind, the best center in the game. And the only way that he can really compete with Hakeem is that he can get him in foul trouble. So he figures that he must go right at him. That's the only way that he can control him. If he doesn't get him in foul trouble, he says that, you know, it is no matchup there. Bob?
Fisher driving around Mobley into a crowd, can't hit. Pippen grabs it. Barkley left alone. Misses the 3, but Pippen is there on the offensive glass. Scotty, left hand. And the ball out of bounds to the Lakers.
See, Scotty's playing with such confidence, and what happened, he started this game off with a layup. Then he came back and looked at a 3, got to the foul line, got a couple free throws. Those are the kind of things that make him aggressive. He was 2 for 10 in Game 3 until he got hot with some easy ones.
Rick Fox, it spins out. Olajuwon pitches it out to Pippen. Scotty up with the left hand, and it's nowhere near. Pippen takes it back. There was plenty of contact with Fox, but no whistle. Dickerson didn't see it coming, but it bounces to Pippen. Scotty on the spin move. Loses it to J.R. Reed. Derek Fisher off the glass. Houston asks for time. We're tied at 10. 6:47 to play in the first. Game 1. Shoots 0 for 7 and scores 3 points in Game 2. Then is just 2 for 10 on his first 10 field goal attempts in Game 3. The whole season was going down the drain, and all of a sudden, he comes out of it and winds up scoring a playoff career-high 37 points.
Well, Charles Barkley told him after Game 2, he said, Scotty, I don't want to ever hear you say, 0 for 7. Maybe 0 for 12, 0 for 15, not 0 for 7. You got to be aggressive, and that's what he was in Game 3, and he fought through a bad start.
Here's Coutinho Mobley. His jumper is off, and Shaq clears it. The winner of this series gets San Antonio. They dispatched the Timberwolves in 4, but Minnesota was tough. Derek Fisher fakes the 3, now gives it up to Kobe. Spinning baseline in a crowd, ball out of bounds, touched last by the Rockets. Rick Fox will throw it in, 7 on the shot clock. Barkley playing Shaq, as he did quite a bit in Game 3. They were totally unaware of the shot clock, and it just expired on them.
Now, that's your point guard's fault right there. He's got to let you know. He's got to look up at the clock and let you know how much time is on the clock. Kurt Rambis is